What are you trying to accomplish tonight?
I'm just pushing myself. Whatever I'm afraid to do, I do it.
Okay.
You know, I would always, whatever I'm afraid to do, I do it. That's just what I do in my life. Whatever I'm afraid to do, I do it.
So you were afraid of this?
Absolutely. Why would I want to do this after 15 years? And then, you know, and I'm just comfortable being uncomfortable. I get to leave. I guess so.
It is. And you can't play at boxing. What really happens? I mean, you're going to try and knock this guy out, aren't you?
Well, I'm going to protect myself and throw punches with bad intentions at all times, as much as I can.
Mike, the last time we did this interview, you said, I don't have this in me anymore. I'm just not ferocious and I can't do it. What rekindled it since that 15 years ago against Kevin McBride?
Hey, listen, different things happened to me since then, and I got more determination into doing this, and I don't believe this is happening, but I do. You know, I really do. And it's going to be very successful.
You lost 100 pounds.
Yes, I did.
How difficult was it to be that disciplined at age 54 to do this?
Well, I wanted to do it, and whatever I want to do, I do. You know, I'm like Alexander the Great. Impossible is nothing to anyone that tries. And that's what I believe.
Final thought. We know your past is totally secure in boxing history. Are you fighting for your future?
No, I'm fighting for other people's future.
In what way?
It's in a humanitarian way, pretty much. Our future, God willing, is pretty cool, you know, so I can help other people. Like,
Mike Tyson looks sharper than ever, pushing his body to the limits as the clock ticks down to the fight. The gloves are on, and the legend is ready. In his own words, final stretch, less than 50 days left. But will this be enough to silence the doubters as he steps into the ring with one of the sport's boldest disruptors? Let's break down what's in store as the countdown begins. Joe Rogan said it bluntly, I really hope he doesn't knock Mike Tyson out. With just under 50 days to go, the tension is real. Joe Rogan didn't just share his concerns, he also pointed out the real danger Mike Tyson brings to the ring. He said he is perfectly capable. If he zigs when he should have zagged, if Mike can close the distance in a way that he doesn't expect, and Mike also has layers upon layers of attacks that are in his mind. He's forgotten more about boxing than Jake Paul has ever remembered.
Tyson, no doubt one of the best athletes who ever went into the ring.
With that kind of experience and raw power, Tyson's edge lies in his ability to surprise even the sharpest opponents. But with Jake Paul's relentless rise and determination, could we see an upset in the making? The chess game between these two fighters is about to begin. Joe Rogan didn't hold back when discussing the intensity Tyson could bring to the fight. He emphasized, he's a monster. At the end of the day, Mike Tyson's a monster, and if you can get that monster to just move in and close the distance, and if he uncorks a boom boom on Jake Paul, watch Jake Paul go into Queer Street. That will be wild to watch. A 58-year-old Mike? That'd be best case scenario for the world. For Rogan, Tyson's explosive power and ability to close the gap is a serious threat. But with Jake Paul's youth and relentless ambition, it's a showdown the world can't wait to see. Could we witness the resurgence of Tyson's legendary knockout power? Or will Paul shock the world once again? According to Rogan, the best case scenario involves Jake Paul realizing right from the start just how dangerous the fight is, especially when he gets cracked by a Tyson punch. He stated, best case scenario is Jake Paul realizes immediately he's in there with Mike Tyson, that Mike Tyson, at least for a round or two, first time he gets cracked. With such heavy opinions from pros like Rogan, it's clear that this fight could turn on a single moment of impact. With the betting lines already in place, fans and analysts alike are debating whether Jake Paul can pull off a victory over Mike Tyson. With opinions flooding in from across the boxing world, it's not just fans, but also former opponents weighing in on the highly anticipated clash between Mike Tyson and Jake Paul. One such voice is that of Roy Jones Jr., who faced Tyson in an exhibition bout in 2020. Tyson's last last official ring appearance. Jones knows firsthand the power and skill Tyson still possesses, even in his late 50s. Having shared the ring with the legendary heavyweight, he believes that Tyson's age doesn't negate the ferocity he's capable of unleashing. Despite Jake Paul's youth and rise in the boxing world, Jones sees Tyson's experience and aggression as the deciding factors. Jones Jr. stated, "It's a young lion and an old lion. It's a great situation for them. It gives Jake a chance with Mike being as old as he is. I think it's a great opportunity for both fighters, but I still think Mike is gonna be a little bit too much for Jake." For Jones, this fight represents a clash between youthful hunger and seasoned dominance, with the latter holding the edge. He acknowledges the opportunity this fight presents for Jake Paul, but feels the sheer experience and skill that Tyson brings to the ring, even at 58, will ultimately overwhelm the younger fighter. As the fight between Mike Tyson and Jake Paul approaches, analysts are examining every angle of the matchup. One of the more measured takes comes from boxing commentator Adam Burke, who dives into what each fighter brings. Burke acknowledges Paul's monumental challenge in taking on a name as iconic as Tyson. However, there's a sense of unpredictability surrounding Tyson's form and readiness at this stage of his career. Burke believes Paul's youth, along with his steady progression in the boxing world, gives him the upper hand, particularly when you compare his recent activity to Tyson's long break from serious competition. He stated, "Paul is fighting a huge name here in Tyson, but it is hard to have any idea what to expect from the former champ. Paul's youth and progression into being something of a respectable fighter are the reasons why he is favored in this bout. Say what you will about fighting MMA guys masquerading as boxers, but those are guys with good cardio and some more recent data points on fighting with their fists than Tyson." In Burke's analysis, Jake Paul's edge doesn't come solely from his youth, but also from the fact that he's been more active in the ring, even if his opponents have often come from the MMA world. While Tyson's legacy is untouchable, his lack of recent competitive boxing experience puts him at a disadvantage against someone like Paul, who has been training, fighting, and continuously improving over the last few years.
I'm with Mike all the way. Mike's the man, you already know. And Jake's young, explosive, and got nothing to lose in every fight. So I think that's what he's got going for him. One day everything's gonna switch when it's gonna be like he's supposed to be the guy who wins.
In an interview, Diaz said that while he respects Paul's youth, speed, and nothing to lose attitude, Tyson is still his guy. Diaz believes that the pressure that comes with Paul being expected to win could play a role in the result as well. As a two-time opponent of Mike Tyson, Evander Holyfield knows firsthand what it's like to step into the ring with Iron Mike. While many expect Tyson's power and experience to be the deciding factor, Holyfield offers a more nuanced prediction. Having beaten Tyson twice, Holyfield reflects on both fighters' strategies and the unpredictability that could define the outcome of the upcoming bout between Jake Paul and Tyson. He said, "I don't know how much confidence that Jake Paul has, and all of that, but he's gonna be a lot quicker. If he stays close to Mike, then his chance of winning is gonna be great, but if he tries to stay back from Mike, he's gonna get caught." The point about it is, does Jake Paul take a good shot? I never seen him get hit by nobody. Holyfield's prediction highlights the critical balance Paul must strike between speed and proximity to Tyson. He emphasizes that while Paul may be faster, his ability to withstand Tyson's legendary power is still in question. He also added, "That's it. It may be over, cause he ain't probably never fought nobody that punched like Mike. You never know, just like Mike quit in the ring. He got tired and just quit and just sat down. I'm done." Holyfield's comments also shed light on Tyson's vulnerability, recalling moments when Tyson's stamina has faltered in the past. It's a prediction filled with uncertainty, making the fight all the more intriguing. As the fight between Mike Tyson and Jake Paul approaches, boxing analyst Teddy Atlas shares his thoughts on the matchup. While many focus on Tyson's age, Atlas emphasizes that age doesn't diminish the innate power that can still be dangerous in the ring. With Paul stepping into the ring against a living legend, the stakes couldn't be higher, and Atlas warns that underestimating Tyson could lead to dire consequences.
Speed and power. Yeah, he's 58 years old. Yeah, the end of his career wasn't too good before he got out. But one of the last things that go with a fighter is his power.
Yep.
I think this is a very dangerous fight for Paul.
Interesting.
I think he might be making a mistake.
Atlas's warning resonates as the anticipation builds around this unique clash of experience and youth. He believes that despite Tyson's age, the former heavyweight champion's punching power remains a formidable threat. For Jake Paul, who has made a name for himself in the boxing world, the challenge lies in facing an opponent who can still deliver devastating blows, potentially changing the trajectory of his burgeoning career. As the fight nears, the question looms, will Paul's confidence be enough to withstand Tyson's enduring ferocity? As Teddy Atlas continues to analyze the stakes of the upcoming fight, he shifts his focus to Jake Paul's motivations and the implications of the bout for the YouTube star. Atlas argues that while Paul has garnered significant attention and financial success, the fight against Mike Tyson presents a unique challenge that could impact his legacy in a profound way. With the eyes of the boxing world on him, Paul must navigate the intense pressure of expectations. Teddy Atlas noted, "For me, he don't got a lot other than money, and he's made plenty of money. There's not a lot to win on his side, because if he wins, they say he's 58 years old. You know that's right. And if he loses, they say he's 58 years old. You lost to a 58-year-old guy. For me, he's got a lot more to lose than Tyson." Atlas's analysis sheds light on the psychological weight that Jake Paul carries heading into the ring. While Tyson's legacy is firmly established, Paul is still in the process of building his reputation in the boxing community. The contrast between the two fighters highlights the different stakes at play. Tyson fights to reaffirm his legacy, while Paul fights to avoid being labeled as someone who lost to an aging champion. As the fight date approaches, all eyes will be on Paul to see if he can rise to the occasion or if the pressure will prove too much for him. As the highly anticipated matchup between Jake Paul and Mike Tyson draws nearer, Tyson Fury, the WBC heavyweight champion, weighs in on the excitement surrounding the fight. Fury believes that the buzz surrounding this event stems from a mix of admiration and envy, particularly from those in the boxing community who may not fully understand Paul's impact on the sport.
Yeah, I think it's a fantastic event. Anyone who don't think it's a fantastic event is jealous. Mainly people who ain't getting paid from it will be jealous, obviously, because it's not them. So they would probably speak bad about it, but obviously I'm not involved in it, I'm not getting paid from it, but I can see a massive event on a large scale when I see it, and I can appreciate that. I appreciate Mike performing at his age, and I appreciate Jake performing and bringing so many eyeballs to boxing.
Fury's statement underscores the polarized opinions in boxing, highlighting how Jake Paul's unique journey and celebrity status have drawn attention and, in some cases, resentment from traditional boxing figures. As the event approaches, Fury's comments reflect the broader sentiment that this fight is not just a clash of two fighters, but a cultural moment in boxing history. As the excitement builds for the showdown between Jake Paul and Mike Tyson, DJ Vlad makes a bold prediction, placing his bet on the younger fighter. In a recent conversation, he confidently asserted that he believes Paul has the edge over the legendary Tyson.
I would like to bet against you.
You want to bet against me?
Yeah, I'll bet against you.
Okay, how much you got?
Whatever you want to make it for.
$100.
Okay.
Gentleman's bet.
You know what I like to play for usually is what I do is like I bet for things.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are the things we're gonna bet on?
Okay, like the loser has to sing karaoke of the winner's choice.
Okay. You got it.
Yeah.
Vlad's assertion highlights the shifting perceptions in the boxing world, where the age-old adage of youth versus experience takes center stage. With Paul's rising trajectory in boxing and Tyson's advanced age, the stakes are high, and fans are eager to see how this bet plays out in the ring. Vlad's wager adds an extra layer of intrigue to a fight already filled with tension and anticipation. Boxing legend Lennox Lewis has voiced his concerns about the YouTuber-turned-boxer's safety in the ring. Known for his insightful commentary on the sport, Lewis acknowledges the formidable challenge Paul faces against the former heavyweight champion.
A lot of people concerned about him returning to the ring against Jake Paul.
What are they concerned about?
Being, of a certain vintage, should we say, should he be getting hit in the head by, admittedly, not a conventional boxer, but still a young, physically fit, athletic man?
Yeah, I mean, Mike Tyson knows how to defend himself, and he's boxing against a guy that not as good as boxer as he is, and Mike Tyson knows how to throw a good punch. He knows how to break you down. So I'm more concerned about the other guy.
Lewis's caution emphasizes the unpredictability of boxing, especially when dealing with a fighter of Tyson's caliber, even at 58 years old. While Paul has gained recognition for his skills, Lewis suggests that underestimating Tyson could have serious consequences. As the fight date nears, fans and analysts alike are left to ponder whether Paul's youth and training can truly withstand Tyson's legendary power and experience. As excitement builds for the highly anticipated showdown between Mike Tyson and Jake Paul, Tyson is clearly focused and determined. He recently shared intense training footage showcasing his prowess in the ring, where he can be seen delivering powerful punches to his trainer during a sparring session. The caption accompanying the clip, "Can't wait for this to be Jake," reflects Tyson's confidence and eagerness to face Paul.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's the one.
Tyson's readiness to prove his skills speaks volumes about his mindset going into the match. With each punch thrown in training, he reinforces his reputation as one of the sport's fiercest competitors. Fans are left buzzing with anticipation, wondering how Paul will handle the legendary heavyweight's ferocity come fight night. As the date for the Tyson vs. Paul showdown approaches, both fighters are expressing their belief that this matchup could become one of the biggest fights in boxing history.
Biggest fight.
Yeah, the biggest ever.
Ever. It's on pace to be the biggest fight ever.
Yes, and we're involved.
We're involved, right?
We're involved. All those big shots, all the biggest athletes in the world.
Both fighters recognize the potential of this bout to captivate audiences globally, combining the thrill of Tyson's experience with Paul's youthful energy and charisma. As they prepare to face off, the stakes are high and the anticipation is palpable, making this a must-watch event for fans everywhere. As the Tyson vs. Paul fight draws nearer, Mike Tyson is leaving no stone unturned in his preparation. In a recent training video, Tyson showcases his relentless work ethic and unwavering dedication to the sport. He is seen throwing powerful punches and demonstrating his impressive footwork alongside his trainer, emphasizing that he is fully locked in for this showdown.
Nice, come on, punching. Yeah.
Tyson's rigorous training regimen reflects his commitment to not just compete, but to put on a spectacular show for fans. He aims to prove that age is merely a number when it comes to his boxing prowess. As he sharpens his skills and hones his techniques, the anticipation continues to build. It's not just about winning, it's about captivating the audience and reaffirming his status as a legendary figure in boxing history. At 57 years old, Mike Tyson is defying the odds and proving that age is just a number. His intense training regimen showcases his incredible work ethic and dedication to the sport. Tyson is not only focused on regaining his former glory, but is also determined to deliver a performance that captivates fans. His relentless pursuit of excellence serves as an inspiration, demonstrating that passion and commitment can push boundaries regardless of age.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Mike Tyson's training videos reveal a fighter who is not only serious about his comeback, but is also delivering real, powerful punches reminiscent of his prime. At 57, Tyson's dedication is evident as he puts in the hard work, showcasing a level of intensity that many thought was long gone. In contrast, Jake Paul seems to be focused more on the spectacle than the substance, spending time flaunting his physique in a bodysuit that exaggerates his belly and using fake weights for social media clips. While Tyson prepares for a fierce showdown, Paul's approach appears more about building hype than honing the skills necessary for a high-stakes boxing match.
Mike ain't doing this.
This stark contrast in their training methodologies adds another layer of intrigue to the upcoming fight, raising questions about who will truly be ready when the bell rings. As the anticipation builds for the showdown between Mike Tyson and Jake Paul, fans are keenly aware that this is more than just a battle between an aging legend and a youthful disruptor. It's a clash of styles, philosophies, and eras in boxing. Mike Tyson's recent training footage paints a vivid picture of a fighter who refuses to be defined by his age. His sharp, powerful punches echo the ferocity that made him a household name decades ago. At 57, Tyson demonstrates that he possesses the dedication and skill to not just compete, but to thrill, putting in the hard work that has many fans believing he could pull off a monumental upset against Paul. On the flip side, Jake Paul's training seems to lean heavily into the realm of performance art, as he showcases his physique in a comically exaggerated bodysuit and pretends to lift fake weights. While this may garner social media attention, it raises questions about his focus and preparation for the challenge ahead. Many are left wondering if Paul's approach is a mere spectacle rather than a true testament to his boxing abilities. The contrasting training methodologies of these two fighters heighten the intrigue surrounding their matchup. Will Tyson's experience and raw power be enough to silence the critics and prove that age doesn't diminish skill? Or will Jake Paul, with his youthful ambition and modern approach to boxing, rise to the occasion and prove his critics wrong? As fight night approaches, the stakes couldn't be higher. With the boxing world holding its breath, all eyes will be on the ring to see who emerges victorious. Tyson, looking to reaffirm his legendary status, or Paul, aiming to solidify his place in boxing history. This is more than just a fight, it's a defining moment for both fighters and the sport itself. As the fight date draws closer, the excitement is palpable. Who do you believe will emerge victorious? The seasoned powerhouse Mike Tyson, or the bold challenger Jake Paul? Let us know your thoughts in the comments.